Hi, what I have to show you today is a dry Well Bain-Marie from Royal Catering. I already prepared a sort of a buffet example just to show you how it works. It is great device for canteens, hotels, and this particular one will constitute the heart of your hot section. But let's have a look up close. So, first things first, a couple of details. It is a purely stainless steel construction. It works with 1700 watts, and in order to install it, no special actions needed. All you have to do is just plug it in and you're ready to go. Of course, it comes with appropriate plug-in for each market. Alright, on the top you have heat lamps protected by a sneeze guard. Underneath you have a configuration of containers. So you have 1/1, 1/2 times 2, and of course 3 1/3 containers. So that's how it comes. This particular device is quite unique. So it is a dry Well Bain-Marie. Well, Bain-Marie translates into Marie's bath, so it sort of requires water. This particular one doesn't, but still you have the option. You can make it into a wet Bain-Marie, at least partially. So basically, one part. Of course, you can change it up the way you want it. You have a deep 1/1 container that you can fill up with water, and you have a perforated tray. So basically, for instance, if you have some steamed vegetables and you don't want them to dry out, you can put them on a wet Bain-Marie. Otherwise, you can use it as a carving section. So you just put a whole chicken on it or a whole roast, and whether you have a chef serving your customers or you have customers serving themselves, you can use this as a carving station. So all the drippings, all the excess oils and fats and juices will go through the perforated tray and will be collected by the main container, let's call it. All right, inside and the other side, well, as I said, you can swap it up the way you want it, but you can organize it to, for example, like I did on my example buffet with the steamed vegetables and the potatoes. So you have them over there. And let me explain to you how it works, because I mentioned it is a dry Well Bain-Marie. So let me show to you the heating element. So if you don't mind coming up close, I'll show you the heating element. Alright, so that's the heating element. As you can see, it is open, there's no water inside, so all the heat is conducted by air to your containers with the food. So they don't touch the containers, and that's where the thermostat is. And of course that the thermostat regulates the temperature inside. Alright, let me just put the containers back, just like that, and let's keep going. Alright, so I did gather a few questions. So for example, Monica is asking how much power do the light bulbs take. So let's have a look at the light bulbs then. Underneath you have 3 of them. So each one operates with, I believe, 100 watts, so a total of 300 watts for the lighting element. And this sums up to the 1700 watts of total power the device has. Alright, Linda is also asking whether the light on top is also heating the dishes. Of course it is. Apart from giving light, it's also heating the dishes, but you have to remember this is not the main heating element. The main heating element is underneath it. So it's a good advice and good to remember to stir your dishes up just a little bit, because, well, the heat is just so they stay nice and warm. So it's good to stir it up. All right, Thomas is asking whether the containers are included in the set. Well, Thomas, the containers are included in the set in this particular configuration, and of course you have the respective lids for him. So each container comes with a lid. Of course, these containers are gastronom containers, so you can use any containers you have lying around in the kitchen, which is very convenient. All right, how to clean the device from Jason. This is a very important question because this device stands in front of your guests, and as I said, they either serve themselves or the chef serves them from this particular station, so it needs to be spotlessly clean, otherwise it just doesn't look good, right? It's not a good impression. So in order to clean it, first of all, the outside is stainless steel, so you can use soapy water, any stainless steel detergent or any stainless steel polish. Don't need to worry about it. Just don't use any abrasive or corrosive detergents because you may damage the steel, you may scratch it, and that won't look good. If it comes to the inside, where the heating element is, well, there shouldn't be any dirt inside. If it happens, use a damp cloth with some soapy water or a very mild detergent. Don't rinse it with water by any means because it's an open electrical element, so that may be dangerous. If it comes to containers themselves, well, they're made to live in a kitchen, so they're also made to withstand what the dishwasher would do to them. So just to clean them, pop it in a dishwasher, give it a run or two, and they will be properly clean. All right, that's all the questions I have. So before I finish, let me just show you the controls. The controls are in front of the device. Whether you turn it the one way or the other, well, they should be on the service side. It's quite easy. You have a on and off switch, simple click in, click off. Then you have two indicator lights for power and heat. So as soon as you plug it in, the green light will light up. That means you have electricity. Then you have the heating indicator, which means that the heating element starts working in order to keep the temperature. And of course you have a temperature dial, so you can set the temperature between 30 and 110 degrees. Obviously 110 is a bit high, but then again, when you start your buffet and you want the device to heat up really quickly, you would pop it up to the max, and afterwards you just drop it to your desired temperature, which should be probably around 65 to 75 degrees, which is the beginning of the safe zone, but it still won't overcook your dishes. Alright, so that's pretty much it. So I prepared a sample dish just for the camera guy because he's always hungry. I have some potato wedges. Let's do some veggies just for health and color. And I have some chicken strips. There you go, let's give him a couple. And a bit of a Mexican tomato sauce on top. And that's it. Please enjoy, mate. All right, and that's about it. I thank you very much for all your questions. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you next time.